think it's shiny.
Do you think we're shiny or?
You guys look great.
Okay.
Are we shiny?
You two look great.
Yeah.
Thank you, shiny, happy people.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Share the Love Sundays. We're so excited today because we have the Fluffies Channel with us.
Yay.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Feel free to ask questions, say hi, leave a comment in the chat. We'll check in with you guys as we go through.
Okay, first question. Can you start by telling us who you are and what your channel is about?
First of all, thank you so much for inviting us.
Yes, this is our
You're
first
very
time
welcome.
being interviewed.
Yeah, it was so flattering to be invited. Really appreciate that.
Yes.
So thank you.
Oh.
So you're the older, so
Okay, so
Ooh.
I'm 51 and I teach English as a second language here in Toronto. And
nice.
we have our Fluffies channel, which is basically about travel, food, language, a bit of everything.
yes.
It's a mishmash.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm Christian, originally from Brazil. I'm in Canada for 19 years now. And I'm 50 years old. I'm the 50-year-old club.
And fully vaccinated club too.
Very good. Very good.
And I'm a journalist. I'm an editor of Brazilian Canadian magazine, which is also online.
Oh, interesting.
Wow.
As always, we also produce podcasts for the magazine. Recently, we produced this podcast called Canadian English Kirky where we try to explain the difference between Canadian English and American English. And he was the narrator, so his voice is everywhere there. So it was a very interesting project.
Oh, brilliant. Oh,
Yeah, it
we
was a
love
lot of
that.
fun.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but to produce
guys have a
10
lot on the
episodes in a
go.
month was crazy.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really, really time consuming. But it was fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Must have been a huge sense of achievement once you've done all of that.
And
Oh, yeah.
Finally.
Yes.
And also have the YouTube, I have a very busy Instagram, I have so many things.
Actually,
always
two
say-
YouTubes.
We never...
You've got 2 YouTubes.
Yeah.
was
So tell us
interesting-
about the Fluffies channel first.
Yes.
Why did you start it? When did you start it?
Well, it started, ironically, it was on the anniversary when we met, was December 10, 2016. In 2012, his mother passed away, and then we went to Hungary. So every time we post pictures of the trip in Spain and Hungary, people later comment, "Oh, I watched your pictures, I saw what you did, it was so cool." Many people follow our trips.
Yeah. And also, it was a way to show his mother, who is still in Brazil, like what's happening.
Of
Then
course.
in 2016, I decided to take this course, about how to make videos, create videos for the magazine. And then one of the assignments or the homeworks was to create a video. So I said, well, since I'm going to make a video, let's make a video for a channel. And then we start making it. So it was very surprising. Oh, since I have to do, let's do it.
Yeah, we might as well have fun.
There's always thought about it, but never really, keep thinking, let's do, but never. And then there was a chance. And we
Yes.
started.
Yes.
Originally, it was about travel, food, culture, but then I don't think things go exactly 100% as you plan.
Oh, yeah.
But things start evolving through times and change a little bit. It's an interesting journey.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was going to ask you about how your channel evolved. So it obviously did. I mean, over the years, it changed from what it was originally to what it is now.
Yeah, we changed, just equipment, how we edit, how we talk. Sometimes in the beginning, we didn't know exactly how. Maybe it wasn't so good video. Maybe you should try this way.
Yeah.
And you keep changing through the times.
It's a learning process.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you think you know a lot, then you realize you don't know anything because
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah.
That is true.
Yes, we had a little indulgent watch of some of our first videos last night because Lucy slept over around mine, and so we had a bit of a sleepover party going on. And so we watched some of our oldest videos, and oh my goodness,
It was a bit cringe. Yeah.
cringe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had to create a logo, then we
Like
change the
that.
logo, and then we change the way you film,
Yeah.
and keep changing. But sometimes you keep, look back, I wish it was a bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
sometimes we do a bit of editing on our like descriptions or
Mm.
hashtags or stuff like that.
Oh, that's
It's a constant learning because it never really, because maybe sometimes in the beginning you try to look at other channels. Let's see how they do. Let's see how can we do. But then later realize that it doesn't work exactly like that because you have to be yourself.
Yeah.
From where you
Yes,
get
indeed.
inspired by others, we have to do away. Otherwise you go crazy.
Yeah, because like our travel channels, we like to inform people. Like if you go to Hungary, this is one thing you could do. This is how to get there. We've noticed a lot of channels, they talk about places, but where is this place? How do we get to this place?
Yeah.
So that kind of helps us to improve our channel.
Yes.
Yes.
Because people want the practicalities, don't they? They want to know, well, what's the best way of going? When's the best time to go? What's the best things to see? You know, they want all the details. Exactly. That's a really good point. It's like a sort of travel guide, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah, really fun.
Yeah, I think it's a lot about service because if you watch a video in the end, there's nothing you get from there. That's a problem technically. So we try now to somehow, somewhere, at some point, to be something gonna be helping in something.
Yeah, provide
Yeah.
information like this is where it is. Because sometimes we see these channels where they're showing a place, and if we go to that city, we might want to go to that place, but what's the name? Where is it? Does it cost to get in?
Yeah.
So we keep learning. It's a learning,
Yeah.
constant learning.
You learn as you do with YouTube. I think we started off, we wanted to be like perfect straight away. We didn't want to release a video until we were perfect. So we kind of practiced for a long time and made lots of content and all of this. And then we didn't realize it wasn't until you actually start YouTube that you actually start the learning process and you realize what works and what doesn't. And you learn all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's always, you know, it doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. I don't think you're always learning.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why you
true.
appreciate many channels now because you know how hard it is to make a video, to edit, to promote content. So you appreciate other channels. That's why I barely give thumbs down to a video unless it's really, 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 really needs it.
Like for example, we watch
Terrible happens.
a travel video in Brazil, and it's a place where he's from, and they're telling the wrong information.
Oh no.
Oh, that is
So
annoying. So
then
do you
we
go
would give
on and
a-
correct them? Do you actually make a comment?
We
Or?
tried before, but I realized that sometimes it's not a good idea because you might end up having a headache.
Oh yes, and
Time
sometimes they
ago,
take it
I
wrong.
watched this famous channel. The guy was talking about Brazil. He mentioned the distance between São Paulo and my city, called Santos. And he said it was many hours. I said, no, it's actually 72 kilometers.
Yeah.
And then people started arguing with me. I said, no, it literally takes 72 kilometers. If you take 5 hours to get there, that's another story.
Yeah,
But
there's
just
traffic.
situation. But the guy was arguing with me about that. So you know what? There's no point in arguing. So let them believe in that. And
Yeah, I think as YouTubers, you should take constructive criticism for sure.
Definitely.
Because, you know, we're not all experts in the
People
whatever.
correct us all the time. We've just accepted that.
I just had days ago for a video about the butt, the sandwich.
No.
Oh, this chip butty.
Chip butty.
Yes.
Yeah,
the
somebody
butty.
corrected. No, hey bro, it's not it's a sandwich, bro. He posted a comment.
I
Yeah.
I ignored that comment. I thought it was rude, so I didn't reply to him.
Yeah,
You-
we
bro.
commented to your video about butty, and I said, this is the butty that I like.
But
Yeah.
But for him, it's not a butty. I'm like, well, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. I think you've been very pedantic.
People look for arguments sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I
We're
think
gonna-
is complicated because we realize if you start commenting in other places, if you try to be negative or informative, it can become a nightmare. So
Yeah.
just
Yeah, for
you
sure.
comment if
for
there's
sure.
something that really needs, but you try to stay away. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Mm.
Shall we say hi to everyone who's come along today?
Yes.
There's so many of
Hi.
you. Welcome. Oma far away.
Hi, Anita.
Hi. Dave and Kathy. Hello.
Hello.
Roger, who's
Hi.
actually in that room there. Hello, Roger. My
Hi,
dad.
Roger.
Hello, Dad. My husband. Hello,
Oh,
husband.
Are they locked in a room there?
Yeah, whole family's there. Actually, I think my mum, your nana's there too.
Hi,
Yeah, Nana,
Nana.
Granddad.
Don't leave the room. Stay there. Be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
walk
and the lovely
behind.
Jim from Jim's Kitchen.
Oh,
Hi,
hi,
Jim.
Hi,
Welcome.
Dave and Cassie.
Hi, Oma.
Yeah.
And Jim has a question for you. He says, what is your favorite Brazilian food?
Mm.
Whoa,
Okay.
that's a
Oh.
problem.
It's hard to narrow it down to one.
My personal favorite is called Brazilian stroganoff. It's like the Russian one, but it has rice, there's a potato chips, and the stroganoff. And when we went to Brazil in 2005, went together. It's been like 4 years we didn't go there.
Yeah.
We don't cook, so it's a problem. So when we got there, everybody asked, "Oh, what do you want to eat?"
Yeah. When
So-
we go to your place, what do you want us to make you?
I said stroganoff. So we have stroganoff every house.
So like
visited.
several cousins, we had stroganoff. Your mother.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
It was amazing because it could
Oh,
compensate what you don't have here. So we have stroganoff. For me, stroganoff.
For me, stroganoff, there's something called vinaigrette, which I love.
What's that?
It's basically
It's a vinaigrette.
yeah,
Sauce.
basically it's
Condiment, not condiment.
it's a side.
Oh, nice.
Technically, people in Brazil have that to barbecue when they make barbecue, but he likes so much, he eats like a regular food. So we had my former boss had a restaurant here, a Brazilian restaurant. Every time I went there and I come home, I'll send this bowl to Eric because she knew he loved that. So he put a big
It's kind of
bowl.
like a cucumber salad.
All
So
right.
But it's not a
Oh,
regular
what's that?
food. He made it into a food for him.
And then there's another mayonnaise, which is kind of like
mayonnaise salad is a mayonnaise with potato. He loves that.
it's kind of like a potato salad.
What he loves the
Right,
most is the
right.
bread. There.
Nice.
It's called pão francês. It's called French bread. It's not
If you
actually French.
translate it to English, it's called French bread, but
Uh-huh.
it's not really French, it's Brazilian.
What he loves so much. When we went to Florida 2008, there's so many Brazilians in Florida. So
Oh, yeah.
we went to this grocery supermarket there. I was so jealous. We don't have Brazilian supermarket here. And then he bought bread, cheese. So he ate Brazilian food every day, the entire time.
Which is good because you don't have to go out to restaurants for dinner.
Right,
Yeah, save
right.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
When you
Oh,
go to New York, in New Jersey, because it's next, there's a huge Brazilian Portuguese community in Newark. We stay in a hotel nearby. They can drive us around a mile, 5 miles
5
around
mile
the
service.
hotel, and includes the Brazilian area. So then you go to Brazilian bakery, get bread, cheese. So you spend the entire week near New York having Brazilian bread.
Yeah, so breakfast is taken care of. We don't have to worry about
Right.
Yeah.
Like 12, 20 loaves, he eats almost.
Yeah, they're like small breads. They're like about this
Oh,
big.
nice.
Nice.
And they're crunchy, and I think we bought some and did some videos.
Yeah, there's some videos of that he loves. He eats like crazy. That thing.
3 or 4 of
Sounds so
them. These
good.
are small, and
He's
you
happy.
get Brazilian cheese spread.
It's
Really
called
good.
requeijão. He loves that too, and he's happy. He doesn't need anything.
I'm a happy camper.
Yeah,
That's
I bet
good.
you are.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Oma Faraway says, I've just looked up the recipe for the Brazilian stroganoff. I'll put it on my list to make.
Oh, that's quick
Ah.
off the mark.
Yeah.
Wow, impressed.
Let us
Yeah.
know how it is.
We tried to
please
do
do.
before, but we are not very talented in cooking.
Actually, the first time he came to Toronto is I made the stroganoff,
Stroganoff.
but I made Canadian stroganoff. It's a bit
Oh.
different.
Oh.
So he looked at it and like, what is that?
they have pasta here. They have
Because
pasta.
here they put
Rude.
pasta in it.
Oh,
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 no.
cool.
That sounds good too, though.
Yeah.
But that's not what I know about. And then when he
Yeah.
tried the real one,
I'm like, okay, I forget.
Yes, you were sold.
it was like a lot. I think Brazilian food is very. I think Canada doesn't have really much. Canada is so international. There's no really Canadian stuff. Very few things are really
Yeah,
Canadian.
there's a very few, like for example, ketchup chips. That's very
Oh,
Canadian.
yes.
oh my gosh, we did a food tasting with Say Stella channel.
Yeah.
And one of the things in our little fun box
She
was,
sent us a goodie box of
Yeah.
Canadian snacks.
with these ketchup crisps.
Oh
or
my
chips.
gosh, they are amazing.
They are. And then Coffee Crisp. It's a chocolate bar
Mhm.
and it's very Canadian. Our friends from the States, I remember his mother asked us, oh, when you're coming, bring some of the Coffee Crisp.
We had one of those, didn't we?
We did. And what was that strange gum? The
Oh,
Thrills
Zips.
gum?
Oh, Thrills.
Yeah,
Thrills.
Thrills. It was like
Chewing gum.
lavender flavored gum. Which
Tastes
was-
like soap.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
that
don't know that one.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
I'm originally from Montreal, so I'm Canadian, but
All right.
Oh.
But also
Must have been
Canada has
very-
poutine, the very Quebec
yeah, have
Do
you
you
ever had
think-
poutine?
French fries
Yeah.
with gravy.
And cheese curds.
Cheese curd is
Oh,
most
but
that
very
sounds
Canadian.
good.
Even McDonald's have
Sells it now.
sells it now because it's
Oh.
so Canadian. So there's not much. So when you go certain place, I think the food is kind of bland.
Right.
So when it's Brazilian, I think it's so flavorful, so many
Yeah,
layers and things, very rich. That's why
Nice.
it made us
especially desserts.
desserts, especially.
I love desserts.
Oh, me too. Yeah, I could
There's
go
a lot
straight
of
to that.
condensed milk.
Use a lot of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
amazing.
that is nice. I remember that growing up. Yeah, I used to just put it on bread and butter, condensed
Yeah.
back in the day.
When you go to Brazil, he gains a lot of weight in Brazil. He eats
Yeah.
a lot of bread, lots of things. He come
Not to
back.
mention my mother-in-law, she's a very good cook. So
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yes.
will do it. Yeah, that
Yes.
will do it. Yeah, yeah.
that sounds like a dream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, what would you say? I'm sure you're going to say Brazilian, but which country of the world has got the best cuisine? Now we know they're going to say England.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Well, technically, we love a lot of Italian food. We
Italian,
love a lot of
Yes.
pastas and
Brazilian.
Yes.
you
Hungarian.
discovering a lot of
Hungarian,
Hungarian,
yeah.
because of his side. So been discovering every time we go there, try to different things, try to.
Yeah, and about 2 weeks ago, I got my Hungarian citizenship.
Oh, fantastic.
So I don't know if there's a video that we posted about 2
I
weeks
watched
ago.
it the other day.
And so I got it through verification because both my parents were both my parents were Hungarian.
Right.
So basically, I just had to prove that they were my parents, that they were born in Hungary, and I ended up getting it. But I
Wow.
did get a ceremony, like a swearing in ceremony,
Mm.
because of this. So
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to
Yeah.
do a test or anything.
No.
no,
And then we went
Oh.
to Hungarian restaurant. Was first time in a long time we went out.
yeah, because since February 2020, like restaurants have been closed here. So
Mm.
they do deliveries, but actual restaurants. So they just started opening up little patios in front of the restaurants.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were actually in the video, we were actually on the street
Yes, and a party was first time.
Yeah.
because what they did was they, like bike lanes, they turned the bike lanes into a patio.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, more
yeah.
space.
Then I had
Yeah.
Hungarian food that day. It was been a while, so it was
Mm.
nice. So I discovered a lot of Hungarian food too. Pastry in Hungary actually is very amazing. Amazing cakes.
And the soups are
Pies.
good because they have cold soups.
Ah.
So one of my favorites is cold cherry soup.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
And you eat it first, the first meal.
Yeah, it's the first thing. And
Uh-huh.
it's really good. It's cold sour cherry soup. But
Ooh.
when we were in Hungary last time, I actually had cold peach soup, which was also really good. So it's a
Wow.
fruit soup.
That's different.
That
I've never
sounds
tried anything like
nice.
that.
Yeah.
Very. And I'd never seen, I've always had the cherry soup, but we went to a restaurant and I saw on the menu that it was peach, and I'm like, I wonder how good this is. So I tried it and I'm like, oh my God, this is fabulous.
Wow.
Oh, interesting. Oh,
Yes.
very nice. I don't know. I hardly know anything about Hungarian food, so it's great to know what to try because I'd love to visit.
Oh, me too.
Oh.
Yeah, you did a fabulous video about Budapest, and you had a really good tour guide, and it
Oh yeah,
really
that was a
interesting.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
We love Hungary. My family is very international. My father was Danish. My uncle was Hungarian. Had cousins, Dutch cousins.
Wow.
And so always had this international flavor in my family. So when we went to Hungary in 2012,
The first time
together, then that was nice. But later, start understanding the point. His cousin was living here for his father to help him. And every time she kept complaining about Canada, I miss Hungary, I miss Budapest. And he didn't understand why.
Exactly.
So when I start going there every year, then I thought, now we know why. It's really beautiful. It's crazy history, but it's very fascinating. Everywhere you go, there's a tons of history.
And there's like 1,000 years of history. Like
Yeah.
Canada, it's not
It's a
as
baby.
old.
Yeah. Same for us here in America. You know, where we are in Arizona, there's not so much history.
We've been there once.
But sorry.
We've been to Arizona once.
Oh,
You went to
have
the Grand Canyon, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Oh, that's an amazing trip. Everyone should go there and if you get the
amazing.
chance. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I just have to ask a quick question because
Okay.
Oma Faraway wants to know if she should use chicken or beef in her stroganoff. So I want to ask that before we forget.
Yes.
Good question.
I'd go with beef, but Christian's the expert.
I would prefer beef, but chicken is very popular there too.
It's
Depends
personal
on what
taste,
she's up to. It's a different flavor in the end because of that.
And also they have these, like, I think they're called hickory sticks. If you put them on the meal, it makes it crunchy and it gives it a lot of flavor.
Yeah, because Brazilian, interesting, like Brazilians love rice and beans, for example. The magic is when you mix them together. When you have put rice, beans, and meat, when you put them together, then the flavor comes out. And stroganoff, in Brazil, you have the rice, the stroganoff, and the potato. When you put them together, it creates a new.
Yeah, don't put them separately. Like, don't just put them on the same plate. You need to mix it.
Not like a soup, but just put together. It's interesting.
And also very important is farofa.
Farofa is a
Manioc flour.
Yes, they use a lot there. If you put a bit together, it really creates magic.
Yeah, it gives it a lot of good
When
flavor.
you come to Canada, you go to a Brazilian restaurant.
Yeah.
Yes. I'd like to make a video
Hungarian
about
too.
that.
There's a Hungarian place.
Yes.
You can take.
Yes, we definitely want to make a trip to Canada because we've made so many friends since starting YouTube here from Canada. And so we have to go and do a tour now and meet everyone. So definitely put that on our list.
Several are from the Toronto area.
Yes.
So we might be visiting, just to warn you guys.
Sure, it'll be amazing.
Let us know.
Yes.
Thank you. And likewise.
Yes.
I'm talking about places to visit. What places have you two been together, and which ones hold the most special memories for you both?
That's a very good question. Actually, can you hold on 1 second?
Yes.
Oh, what?
So I think we mentioned this on this Wednesday. It's going to be our 18th year wedding anniversary. And so I have a surprise for Christian that he doesn't know about. So I saw this. 1 sec.
Sneaky.
So actually,
I saw you doing something in the bedroom days ago. What you doing? No, nothing.
Yeah.
He's not very good in hiding things. Are you sure what you're doing? No, nothing. Go away.
okay, so this is yours. And this is yours.
What's that?
Here, you.
Print is a
So
chain.
basically it's a chain, but what's special about the chain are these little discs.
Hmm,
Oh, yes.
So one of
Oh.
them is gold,
can't see much.
and
Yes.
on the gold one,
The camera doesn't.
his says Christian Heart Eric,
Oh,
and
Oh.
mine says Eric Heart Christian.
Oh,
Now, because we've been together for 18 years, legally married, I got 9 discs for me and 9 discs for him. But each disc, what's interesting about the disc is they are the name of the country that we visited.
That's so
So
nice.
there's Canada, Brazil, obviously. There's Denmark, Poland, Turkey,
very cute.
Brazil,
I didn't see. It was a special thing for you. No.
United
Yes.
States, Austria, Hungary, obviously. And there's a kind of a funny story about this too. So
I don't know anything. It's
so
discovering here.
Surprise.
I found this company about late May, early June. And so I ordered it without him knowing. And I was hoping it would get here in time. Luckily it did.
yes.
So 30th is actually the day, but they came, it arrived about a week and a half ago. And when I was counting the discs, there were only 16.
Oh, no.
So I had emailed the guy frantically saying, oh my God, 2 of them are missing. And they're very important ones to the collection because one was Brazil
Yeah. Oh gosh.
and one
Very
was Denmark.
important.
Oh.
So as I said, I have 9 and he has the same 9. So one of us had the complete set. And luckily they did a great job and they quickly sent the 2 missing ones.
Oh, good.
And so
That's lovely.
Oh, what a nice
Look at this.
idea.
So Christian, we were in on the
Yes.
act. We had a magic question to ask you, which was like that one.
so it was, here, let me,
Well, happy
Wow.
anniversary.
Happy
you
anniversary. 18
Thank you.
years. It's
That's
wonderful.
yeah.
Oh.
About the question about the places, a very special place for us was Turkey.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
2018.
lovely.
Turkey.
A friend of ours from Brazil was going to do his first international trip, and was actually to Turkey. He never traveled anywhere out of Brazil. He didn't know anything, nothing about travel. So we said, oh, maybe should go meet him in Turkey. And then you went there for a week. It was short.
yeah.
It was very special, being so bizarre, like, oh, in Turkey. It's very crazy. I also did Iceland when I went to Copenhagen and we stopped for 6 hours in Iceland. This is a video I haven't posted yet.
Yeah, we still
Been
have to
5
post
years
it.
already.
Oh, I was going to ask
But
you what
we were
videos are coming up. So that's one of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we were
Yeah.
actually going to Hungary and we decided to make a stop off to visit his aunt in Denmark. And to do that, the flight stopped in Iceland for 6 hours.
And he loved it. Oh, that's...
And so rather than just staying at the airport for 6 hours, we put our carry-on in a locker. And basically we took a cab to the Blue Lagoon,
which was 20 minutes from the airport.
Fantastic.
Reykjavik was like an hour away, so it would be so crazy to go. So Sunday took a plane, then woke up.
We took our bathing suits, went to the Blue Lagoon, put the mud on our face.
Then run back to the airport.
Wow.
It was so bizarre being Iceland. It's so different. It's so just driving. Like, my God, the landscape, everything. It's
stunning,
being at
isn't
Blue
it?
Lagoon place, 7 a.m.
Yeah,
It's
it was funny. We got there and they were opening.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Very early.
that was
lucky.
perfect.
That worked out so well.
So
yeah.
that was very
for sure.
special. Another trip,
And it's on here too, Iceland.
in part of the trip also, when we went to Denmark, no, we knew that Sweden's crossed the water, so let's go to IKEA museum.
Funny story.
Because the first store, IKEA store, was in this little town, and they transformed into a museum. And actually, the opening was exactly our anniversary at the university, June 30th. So, wow, that's a cool place. So, woke up early, took a train, crossed the bridge. It was amazing. Went
Yeah,
to
Christian loves bridges, so it
to
was
Sweden.
great.
Just for a few hours, and then we went to IKEA museum. But then we had a surprise.
So we walk in, and there's the woman who's at the desk, and I'm like, she looks at us like, "You're the Fluffies."
Oh
No way.
So we went all the way to Sweden, and
Middle of nowhere, kind of.
we're in the middle of like
Wow.
it's not even
Oh
a
my
big
God.
city, it's a small city, and this woman, she asked us for our autograph.
It was so bizarre.
Wow, what a celebrity moment.
Oh my God, how wonderful.
It was so we can read her, sure. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
It was very, very funny.
That's
Oh,
never
so
know.
cool.
wow.
That
Yeah,
was
we've
really
yet to
special.
be recognised, haven't
No,
we?
no, we usually incognito. Yeah. Oh God, it's the Brit Girls. Run the other way, quick.
That
It was
was
a
funny.
very
That's amazing,
interesting, something I never forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Oh, I mean,
And
you really
we
know
have
you-
our t-shirts,
The
right?
hard to,
So when we were in
Miss-
Turkey, we
Oh, yeah.
we went to this place called Aspendas.
I have a video.
Yeah, you might see the video if you go
It's
to
a
the
beautiful
channel.
old ancient theater. When the kids saw wear the same red t-shirt,
There
and
were
then
like tours of kids.
he's asking,
And-
what about that? YouTube. And then it's explaining to them, and then they took pictures of several kids with us, and they wrote down their website or name. It was so interesting being in Turkey, and then they wanting pictures and asking about us. It was very, very sweet.
And of course, we mentioned it on our
It was
channel.
special.
Of course.
Yeah. We can put some links to some of these videos in our description if people want to find them.
Please,
we can
please.
do that
Yeah.
so you guys can pop back and find these videos easily.
Yes, yes. Oh, lots going on in the chat,
Hi
Lucy.
everybody. Well, Molly's here.
Oh, yes.
Molly, mate.
Lovely Molly. Wow, lots of places, world travelers.
Yeah.
And Eleanor's here.
Oh, hi,
Hello.
Eleanor.
I saw also, I'm sorry it took me so long to say hi, but John and Clara are here too.
Oh, hi, John and
And
Cara.
Karen's here as
Hi.
well. Thank you, everybody. Nice to see
Lena's
you.
excited now.
And another thing,
Oh yeah.
hold on.
I know. His first surprise today.
Yes,
I know.
isn't
Oh,
You
this
don't know
is
what this one is.
These are-
Oh,
Is
your
that all your
trips.
places?
That's
Oh,
reflecting
wow.
maybe.
The fluffies.
Yeah. Isn't
They have
that
this
a
channel,
great
Cara and Nate. They're very famous YouTubers. They travel all over. They have 2 million subscribers. And in December, they announced they created this service called atlas.co.
and
where-
ironically, it was the anniversary of our first meeting 20 years ago.
So they have this thing, you can enter the places you travel, and then it generates a map. We thought that would be a very special way to celebrate our 20 years. And then it took a while to remember all the trips and check, because I've been for 20 years, so for a while there's no internet like now, so some things you didn't have anymore.
No,
So I had to remember the trips. Took a while, and then figure out everything.
a few days research.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it made that. It will be a cool way to celebrate our trips, our channel. Us. It was sweet.
Yeah,
That's
that's
such a nice idea.
it is.
Yeah, I
They
love
also have
that.
like a road trip. They have from cities. You can choose some. It's very customizable. It's very
Yeah.
cool. And they send the frame, everything. It's really
Yeah, you have the option whether you want to frame.
Yeah, that's a cool idea,
Nice.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
I love
yeah,
that.
I do too. Yeah, such a great gift. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, you guys find the best ideas for gifts.
Yeah.
You really do.
Mm. Yeah. So
I'm just going to say,
go on,
John and,
yeah.
John and Cara say happy anniversary.
Yeah.
We're watching on the TV too as we paint our bedroom. Hope it's going well.
Yes, let's hope so.
And Eleanor says, wow, that's amazing. It's an honor to have you on Brit Girls Go Stateside. Yes, we do feel very honored.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's nice.
Thank you guys. That is
Yeah.
nice.
And we actually emailed it from my own account, so you wouldn't see. So
Sneaky.
I know. Yeah, and I was so worried.
I was saying
Christian.
to make sure you reply to the right email address.
And I was like paranoid. I was going to answer to the wrong email and put my foot in. I was really nervous. So I was like emailing you, Eric, and then I was emailing the joint account. And I thought, oh God, which one?
She did well though, didn't she?
yes, very. And hope you're surprised.
Yes.
I think he was quite lost for words there, I think.
Yeah.
There's a
So
first
you
for
guys-
everything.
Yeah.
Oh. Are you going to do anything on your anniversary?
Actually on Tuesday, the day before, we're going to be going out with two friends who we haven't seen friends in person for a long time. So we're going to go to a nearby pub and
Stay in the patio.
stay on the patio outside and
Just celebrate
our-
with them.
two friends who ironically, one of them we bumped into the day we went downtown
For the
for
Hungarian.
the Hungarian citizenship.
Was it? Oh, what should we here?
Yeah, I actually saw him coming down the stairs and I stood in front of him and he walked towards me. And of course I had a mask on and he's like, Eric?
I wasn't expecting seeing us down there like that. It was
It's
surprising.
a small world.
It is. It's
Well, he
strange
lives
to see
nearby,
these sort of
but-
coincidences.
Yeah, but he lives in that area, but we don't live in that area anymore.
So he didn't. The last
So,
thing in his mind was bump to.
yeah, so it was funny.
So we're gonna do the restaurant and relax. The day after July 1st is Canada Day. It's like the 4th of July. So we're gonna try to relax, rest.
Yeah,
Take
we're
it
taking
easy.
2 days off.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the best. Yeah, that's what me and my husband did. We've just had our anniversary and we were just like, we just want to relax. Just take some time off.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Only 4 years for us. But
Ah.
thank you very
And now
much.
he's locked in the bedroom. He can get out.
Yeah.
The room.
Yeah.
The dog can come out, but you stay.
Yeah. Oh, Paul's here. Hello, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Says, hey, legends. Oh, congrats on 1K. Oh, thank you, Paul.
you. Thank
Yes,
you. We're so
congrats.
excited.
Yes, thank you. And thank you, everyone, all you guys in the chat for supporting and watching. We love you all and we love
Yeah.
watching you guys too.
Yeah.
And Dave and Kathy have a question. How long ago
Oh, hi, Dave and Kathy. I don't know. We
We
said
just
hello.
said hi to Dave
Oh,
and
did we?
Kathy.
Oh, well, hello
Yeah,
again.
hello again. So, how long ago did you move from Montreal to Toronto, Eric?
Okay, so interestingly enough, this happened in 1997 and I just finished university. So my parents gave me a trip. So I ended up going to Hungary, Budapest, Vienna, and Zurich.
Wow.
And then I went back to Montreal and I moved to Toronto. So it's been 24 years now.
Oh, long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd love to visit Toronto. It looks like
Yeah.
an amazing city. So much
Also,
to do.
you came because Toronto, you say you make fun, like Quebec, Montreal is another country.
I can say that because I'm from Montreal, which is in Quebec.
So there's a lot of French going on. So he came here because to be more English, more opportunities
Yeah.
than
Right.
stay there.
Because a lot of Anglophones left Montreal for Toronto.
Oh.
And so I
Because actually
thought,
Montreal was bigger than Toronto till 77.
yeah,
And then they changed their laws there to impose French language everywhere. So many
Yeah.
people moved here. So
Yeah.
Toronto, then when Toronto got bigger,
it's a good thing that happened in 77 because my parents were able to move from downtown to I don't want to call it a suburb because it's right next to downtown, but it was a more affluent neighborhood.
Oh, nice.
And because everyone was moving to Toronto, well, not everyone, a lot of people were moving to Toronto for work and whatever, we ended up getting our house really cheaply, or
Yes,
cheaper than
yes.
what it was originally the asking price.
That's
So
good.
luckily that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you speak French as well then, or you
I
just...
speak English, French, and Hungarian.
Mhm.
Wow. How many
And
languages do you speak, Christian?
English, Portuguese. Because of Portuguese, I can understand Spanish. I can understand Italian. When you go to Montreal, or can hear French around, I can think it's Portuguese because of the sound.
yeah,
Like, oh,
they're all
it's
Latin
Portuguese. No,
languages, so
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
helps. And I'm learning Hungarian. I'm studying Hungarian now,
Oh, good.
Yeah.
which is a
Oh.
challenge.
I'm doing
Yeah.
the intermediate level, and Christian is doing the beginners.
But Hungarian is really, really, really complicated. That's a
Yes.
crazy
I'm
language.
sure it is.
Crazy. Very beautiful, very interesting, but it's very difficult to understand.
Mm.
Yes.
Everything agglutinates, everything's a word can be several things together.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard for a Brazilian. It sounds
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, very different.
Mm.
Yeah, we speak English and
And English.
English and
The school
For me,
girl
it's more-
French.
Since we go very often, did 4 years in a row to Hungary. If it wasn't for COVID last year, it would be 5 years in a row going there.
I was going to ask you about COVID. When do you start to plan? When are you planning to start traveling internationally again?
Well, actually, last year we had 2 trips planned.
Mhm.
We were supposed to go celebrate my 50th in Brazil with his mother and
You get
sister.
everything, hotel, ticket, everything was done for April 5th.
April 5th, the day before my birthday, and everything was planned, everything was paid for. And then COVID came, so we had to postpone. And also we already had our trip to Budapest planned. Once
the
again,
tickets.
the tickets were already planned, we paid for.
Oh,
And luckily we got the money back from Air Canada.
Now, finally.
good.
So our trip, we're trying to aim going to Hungary maybe in September. We're being very cautious about it.
Yeah, luckily we're both fully vaccinated as of 2 weeks ago.
But things change so fast. So just to make sure,
Exactly.
it sounds positive so far, but Hungary is still closed. They're going to open July 1st, and you're going to open with each other. Let's see how things are going to go. Maybe August, they're going to be able to decide for sure.
Yes.
If we want to go Hungary this year because we miss so much.
Yes.
And also in 2019, my dad passed away. So we ended up taking my father's ashes and my mother's ashes and taking it to Hungary because there's a family grave there
Yeah.
with his mother and uncles and
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Then I haven't been there. That's why I also try to learn Hungarian, not to be a speaker, but when you go there, I can understand things. But his cousins, some of them don't speak English, so I can be there understanding them, at least getting words, not be totally.
yeah, like I could translate for them, but I'm not perfect in Hungarian.
Right.
I want to be there understanding things. I think it'd be easier way. So we plan, hopefully you can go to Hungary this year in a more behavioral way, not going crazy, just to be there. Just wake
Yeah.
up, be there,
Yes.
go for a walk.
Yeah, see our friends, see our family.
Yes.
Eat.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, of
And
course,
also, when I
definitely.
go to Brazil, because my mother is 89 years old. She's getting dementia. Her mind is getting worse. So Brazil is doing so bad, so crazy about COVID and so many things. So we for sure can go to Brazil now, even vaccinated, wouldn't go at all. And the way they're doing, maybe by December, they might still reach third wave in December in Brazil. So imagine how
Yeah, they're
crazy.
still in the second wave.
So for me to go to Brazil now, only next year, hopefully May next year for my mother's 90th birthday, might be able to go. But you see. But you don't want to go there because there's a very high chance I'm totally asthma. I have all the
Right. So
things.
you could.
So we don't want to risk going there. It's really high. So Hungary seems to be better.
Yeah.
So we see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hopefully. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
so hard to plan for sure, isn't it?
Very difficult.
Yeah.
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 She says.
At one point we were thinking about going to Israel,
Wow.
see family there.
But you're gonna move next year. That was going so crazy in Israel now too. Like, okay, really? Now we're thinking going there, that things going on there.
And ironically, we recently got a snack crate from Israel. So that's another snack crate
Yes.
Video coming.
unboxing video.
Oh,
Yeah, love
good. Yeah,
those.
we love
Yeah.
those videos. Yes.
It's so interesting to see, isn't it, what the snack boxes contain from all the different countries.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
As a foreigner, let's say, one way I realized to understand things, only watch a video for travel channel to make sure the travel channel is legit. I watch a video from here, and they made here or in Brazil. So if they say is accurate, it's okay. So they seem to be a very serious, responsible when they talk. So the creator was the same idea. When you had the idea to start sign up for that, we decided to invite our friends, so many people. So to invite our friends to participate with us from different countries, because if just having a snack or candy, but just criticize without even knowing,
Yeah.
for us it would be weird. We saw the videos of people trying Brazilian stuff, they criticize, it's so disgusting, it's so ugly. But they don't really know the cultural aspect of things. Sometimes it's not exactly what you see.
Yes.
So then we started inviting our friends or people we knew, or true friends from the places. So I always do live with somebody from the country.
Yeah. So if anyone watching now is from Thailand,
yes,
we have a Thailand box,
we need
but
a Thailand.
we don't have any friends in Thailand.
Yeah, there's one place.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're watching and you're from Thailand, comment now.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
This experience of trying people, so learning experience, talking to them, they explain the meaning with even if they really snacks from there, sometimes they don't even know the snack, or they have some fun facts on the snack crate about the country. So asking, are you sure? Have you heard about that? Is that true? It's a way for us to check if what they provide is true. Plus the experience, you learn a lot from those videos.
That's a great
true.
idea.
It takes it to another level, doesn't it? Definitely, very interesting.
We one with India. We haven't posted yet because India was going so crazy times now. It would be kind of weird to post a video about that. But the India video made was so amazing. The guy, our friend, he explained so many interesting stories. And
he's
culture.
also an ESL teacher.
Yeah.
Oh, another one.
So he shared so many things in that video with us. It was so amazing to learn that from him. So we're looking forward to publishing soon.
Yeah.
When things get easier there.
Yeah. So how many videos ahead are you? Do you actually, you've mentioned a few, like the Iceland one and the boxing one from India, etc. Do you have lots in store ready to release, or do you just wing it as you go?
And that's a struggle, actually. I think it's the problem with the channel is a commitment you need to have. And for us, we have so many projects, so many things going on. Sometimes it's hard to stay every week editing, preparing. I'm the one that edit only.
I was going to ask you how you he's
more the production. I'm more getting the research, messaging people if need be.
But editing, as you know, is very complex. Can be very complicated, and sometimes needs time, patience, and so that's why sometimes I try to be ahead editing, but sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah. Plus, we have our own jobs.
And the other channel too. So
and your other channel
you don't have many things ahead, but you have lots of material. So it's still there's two coming up.
And there's actually one that we're going to be releasing later today.
Fluffies talk right after this.
Oh.
And we don't have many ahead just because of the timing. It's so confusing sometimes. Okay, let's edit the video, and then I'm gonna do for this week, and then things start happening, and then I can finish on time, and then it's hard.
Yeah, same for us.
Yeah, same for us. We really would love to have videos, great collection that we could just pick out that are already, but
it's not the reality, is it?
No, we may have got one or two if we're lucky. Or that we film, but
also mention the evolution. For example, have videos made 3-4 years ago, we haven't posted yet. But then if you go back to that material, I think maybe some things are missing from those videos because that time we didn't know about it, we didn't think about it. So I had to figure out how I'm gonna use that material and adding what we know now. It's it's
like we said, it's a learning process.
Definitely.
Oh, yes.
It is. And that's a good thing, I think, that it's something
Yeah.
that you develop these skills and this understanding about. It's journey
Yeah.
for sure.
Do you find that the YouTube thing brings you closer together, or do you find sometimes that you get a little bit cross with each other and things tend to not work out quite how you see them working out? How do you guys find it?
Occasionally we get into a row.
yeah. I think it's more when you're traveling and trying to figure out, let's do this, and then if things don't work exactly as we plan, or so let's go, let's do it, and then because I'm not okay, I'm more a journalist, I have more experience in questioning the thing. He doesn't. So some situations I had to make sure we talk in the same language before you do something, before things go crazy. So it can be stressing sometimes.
Yeah.
It's more when I'm gonna record, what I'm gonna record here, like Turkey has so many things you recorded, but you didn't really use yet.
Yeah, we only have like 4 on our channel that we did in Turkey, but we have other material.
Yeah, but then you keep thinking, what we're gonna do today, what we're gonna do, and then debating about things. How are we gonna? It's not easy.
No, it does test you sometimes. Yes.
Yeah, also the editing time. How much?
I learned that every 10 minutes can take at least 3 hours to edit.
Yeah.
Every 10 minutes. And sometimes it's worse because your videos are very detailed. There's so many details in editing.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
Yes.
Patience too, right? Have to. And
Yes.
since I do alone, sometimes it gets overwhelming for me to do. I had to do this 2 hours video and watch and put together, and it takes time.
And then we sit down together, we watch it together, we notice maybe this shouldn't be here, it should be earlier.
Yes.
That's why we said earlier about we now understand other channels. We try to not thumbs down almost nobody, because I appreciate. If I don't like it, just don't say anything.
Yeah.
But at least I appreciate the fact they took the time, they did something. That's, I think, is important.
Yes, definitely. I think once you've done it, especially, you appreciate the effort that goes into making these videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's easy to criticize, but when you know how long it takes, it changes things. But so
It
we
does.
hardly ever put a thumbs down, only when it's really
like oh
Or
my God.
offensive. Yeah.
Yeah, like for example, we know that if you go outside and you're talking, there's wind.
Yeah.
So we bought, for example, a dead mouse. It's called a dead mouse. We didn't name it that. And basically we put it over the microphone so it takes off the wind. But sometimes we hear like a lot of wind in the background and we can't understand what they're saying.
Even that I relax more about this.
Yeah.
It's just if something offensive, something maybe the person not saying, explaining what is exactly. That's a feel more.
Especially if it's in Brazil or in Hungary.
Okay.
Because we have or Canada.
That's not that.
Yeah.
But other ways, no.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah. I think sometimes you just have to think, well, that video wasn't to my taste particularly. You know, it doesn't mean it was wrong or bad. It's just not for me, you know?
No.
Yeah, like time at the beginning, this guy started posting comments like criticizing the video for the quality. I said, but it's interesting. Your channel has no video, maybe 2 videos. You don't talk anything, just image showing something. So who are you to criticize mine? At least you're making, you're posting, you're doing yourselves, but you're criticizing something that you don't even have.
Yeah, we've seen some channels where it's a travel video. All the guy does is put the camera and no talking.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't tell you a lot if you want to go to a place, does it?
Not really.
No. But in that case, that specific guy, he was so annoyed to criticize and then like the way I was talking and my accent. I said, but at least we did. So do something, make a video, post that, and then let's talk about.
Yeah, exactly. Some people are just negative anyhow, aren't they? And that's their way. And I think it's a form of jealousy, because obviously it's guy was not doing that himself, and he, you know, just the only way
Yeah.
he could get something out of it was to criticize something that somebody else had done, and it's
Just
very
watching a
sad.
video about you reading the bad comments. It was very funny watching you
Yeah.
reading those things.
Oh yeah, I hate comments.
Yeah. We
So
get a
brave.
few.
Yeah, very
Commend
Yeah.
you for being so up to it. So let's do it. Actually, a better way to deal is just, okay, look, they talk about us, so let's talk
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Make it a bit of a joke of it.
We were
you know.
trying to turn something that had been quite negative into something more positive, and I hope that we were able to do that, and something that maybe just raised a little bit of awareness, because I think sometimes it's so easy to just put stuff out on the internet and forget that there's people who actually read it and receive it, and it can be very hurtful sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Some of the
people wanna
things
hurt each other person. Let's say something mean. I don't care if the person gonna be upset. You have some examples. In our case, you have other situation that's homophobic stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you get a lot of
Married
that, do
couple,
you?
they had to go through that side.
Yeah, for example, on our videos in Turkey, we did one where we were trying, there's a Turkish restaurant here in Toronto, and we went there for breakfast one day.
Because since we are researching about Turkey, so let's go to the restaurant here
Since we were gonna go,
and have
the
a
next
breakfast there. And then we made a video post, and then started having so many, the third most watched video, from people in Turkey saying very nasty words to us.
in Turkish, not even in English.
Luckily, you
Oh.
And we also have friends in Turkey, and they're like, we asked, what does this mean? And they're like, do you really want to know what it
Oh
means?
no.
Yeah, many things they said, have a nice meal. That's kind of common. But that in their culture means something else, something sexual, something very homophobic. They saw a bunch of comments. It was so frustrating to see. It's just a simple, just want to celebrate your culture, learn about your culture.
Yeah.
So why be so mean? If you don't like us, in fact, you're married because you're gay, cool. Why have you hurt
Just go to
us?
the next.
It got
video.
so
exactly.
upsetting that we
Move
stopped.
on.
We didn't even edit all the videos about Turkey because
Maybe
of
that's
that.
why, yeah.
Because I didn't feel much. We're gonna do post another video in Turkey. They're gonna start saying things to us, even record their video responding. But decided not. Let's not post to express our upsetting for that. Like, why being so mean to us?
It's hurtful, isn't
It's
it?
very
You know, you
hurtful.
try to let these things get to you, but it is hurtful.
What did you guys, how did you deal with it? Did you respond to them or delete them or block them, or did you do anything to respond?
At some point, I was trying to, but was getting so many that becoming very waste of time to delete
Yeah, so I
everybody.
Yeah.
I just post a comment saying, I don't understand why I try to appreciate your culture or your country.
Yeah, we're promoting Turkish food.
Yeah.
That case,
And it's not like we said, oh, this food is horrible. It wasn't.
just try to learn. So if I was criticizing what you're trying, what you're doing, maybe, but to criticize because you're gay, that was
That's very
sad.
hateful.
Talking about criticizing, there's also a video we did about a Georgian restaurant here in Toronto.
Yeah, because one question you sent us before about things you like about Toronto. One of the things you like, Toronto is so multicultural that everything you find here, for example, time ago, we saw a video, Audrey and Samuel, these Canadian travelers, they made a video in Korea about this pooping cafe, poop cafe. Everything's about poop.
Yeah, everything in the design of the restaurant is related to
About
poop.
toilet. It was so cool.
Even the bowls. One of the desserts, it's in a toilet bowl.
Yeah. And then we said, let's search, there's something here. And guess what? There was.
In the Korean part of town,
And then
there's
we
a
went
restaurant.
there.
We went there, check out the video.
It was very
Okay.
funny. You know, sit in the toilet to eat.
Yeah, the actual seats were toilet seats.
That is hilarious.
Oh my
Very
God.
bizarre place. And then you found, in time ago, we saw a video about Georgia, the country, not the state.
Not the state, no.
And they said, oh, that's interesting, looks interesting food. And then you search, and there's what? There was another Georgian restaurant here. And then I went there with a friend. The name of the restaurant was Georgian Restaurant. So what do you expect?
Yeah, do you
And I
think
play-
it's going to be Georgian food? Yes.
Yes, I guess. They claimed they were. So we went there, ate, and I posted a video. So a lot of people from Georgia started complaining, saying, oh, you're eating that wrong. I said, well, we were there. Nobody told us
Yeah,
there.
we didn't take a class on how to eat this specific dish. The the waitress didn't come and say, okay, you're supposed to do this.
Everything was fine.
Way.
And they said, no, this is not Georgian. I said, but they claim it's Georgian. Everything there, they say Georgian, so I guess it is. So if it's not, how can we know?
Yeah, we're not from Georgia.
So it's so funny seeing a bunch of criticism from people there, and I realized things that can be very be very careful what you show, because you never know what can get. So
it's so unexpected, isn't it? You just wouldn't have imagined you'd have got any bad response about, trying out a Georgian restaurant. I mean, you just wouldn't,
It's like we go to a British pub and we go there, we eat something, and it says British pub on the name of the restaurant. And then we eat the food and someone says, oh, this is not British food. I'm like, well, okay, we're not from Britain.
Yeah. I think it is. It's very Georgian. There's a flag there. Everything was say Georgian. So
even the little uniform.
It's not your fault if it wasn't Georgian.
Exactly. But I think people are very precious with their own culture.
We get a lot of that too, don't we? Because we do a lot of British and American stuff. People are like, oh, you didn't do that right. You didn't say, and all of this. And, it's fine if it's done nicely, but sometimes it can get a little nasty.
Yeah. One of the most popular videos there was in New Jersey trying Brazilian restaurants, and the thumbnail, there's a picture of him holding a pastel. Pastel is a Brazilian, it's like an empanada, Brazilian version, empanada.
But much better.
And then somebody posted in Portuguese, oh, he's holding that with like disgust, that he was finding that disgusting. And said, no, the video is about how much we love it. So the video is him holding the thing. If he was holding like this,
it was because it was very
greasy. They fry that.
Right.
So he was holding away because it was greasy.
Yeah, I didn't want it to slip out of my hand while I was eating it. I didn't want to have it all over my shirt.
So the person was criticizing about that. So, but if you pay attention, it was just a technical reason. It's not because we found disgusting. Why are you going to post something disgusting? I don't understand in the first place. So what's funny, the person noticed that and mentioned, like, why? And now, most recent, latest story about last trip to Hungary, we went. I love geography, I love maps, I love borders. Borders for me, I love those things.
And we went to this city we've never been to before. Turns out it's where my father's mother was from, named Chateau Uihe.
It's the border with Slovakia. And then at some point, we went out to our cousins who drove us there. And then there was a bridge. So, okay, let's stop here. So I'm going to make a video walking from Slovakia to Hungary and back. For me, it was the glories of border geography.
Because the city was divided.
And the city was a long story, but most big parts of around Hungary was Hungary. And they had war, they agree in dividing Hungary, so Hungary lost a lot of territory. So that city, it should be bigger. So part became Czechoslovakia and now Slovakia. So, but people there not very happy with that, because Hungary have this trauma of losing the territories. And then I made a video post, somebody started criticizing, no, but that is not Slovakia, that's Hungary. I said, look, the sign here says Slovakia.
There's the flag.
Even explain the video, the history, kind of why that happened. And said, no, but this is Hungarian. Everybody speaks Hungarian. Yeah, but that's another thing. One thing is what you think it is, what ideologically you think it is. The other thing is what a fact. The fact is here is this place, Slovakia. And it became a huge debate. And now there's some people debating now about each other. Even us talking.
Oh,
yeah.
The guy was criticizing Hungarians, the Hungarians were criticizing Slovakians. They have a war in comments on our video there. But this time we don't, let them argue.
And then there was the other one, the most recent Hungarian dispute.
You mentioned the video made going to post later about the Fluffies talk about
homophobia.
The video made about his citizenship. We mentioned about this law in Hungary they approved last week that is about pedophiles, where they put homosexuals in the same thing. So it became
Oh.
a huge polemic there. So the guys start posting comments to say, no, Hungary welcomes you, are not homophobic. But then he starts saying things that were actually homophobic, and they start responding to him. And then became to the point that I blocked him because he was getting
It was getting
too
crazy.
much.
Yeah, I think that's
So
good. You know, once it
Yeah.
gets that far, just block them and
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
So check out the next talk. It's all about
I'm gonna
that.
post after.
Oh, so is that today's talk?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah, we'll
yeah,
see it,
Edward,
yeah.
look out for that one.
Yeah.
You mentioned that.
anything- Sorry, I was going to say, is there anything in the chat that we need to talk about? I think it's a little blue out.
I will definitely. I've gone back because I saw some. I missed
Oh.
some questions. I don't want to miss anybody's questions. Ryan, my husband, would like to ask: are you a Canadians fan? If so, good luck to them in the Stanley Cup.
Oh.
Not really.
The only time I watched a hockey game was a few years ago. They were shooting a movie here called The Love Guru with Mike Myers, Justin Timberlake, and we were extras.
We were
in the
both
movie.
extras.
So we had to go to the place of Maple Leafs here in Toronto to watch the scenes they recording. They playing hockey, but it was a fake hockey because the puck wasn't there.
Yeah,
Everything was choreographed.
we had to imagine that the puck that they just scored, so we had to jump up and down, but there was no actual.
Yeah, they
was-
insert in the computer later, so it was a fake hockey. The only hockey thing you saw was that one. Years ago.
Oh.
And the movie turned to be horrible in the end.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It
that
was
great.
crazy, but it was so much work also. Hours shooting, stay there for several days, 2-3 days, for hours shooting, being in the crowds. We don't even see ourselves there. It's so funny.
Oh
And-
no,
It
God.
Really
makes it
not.
look like there's so many people. There might have been like, let's say 40 people, and then we had to be moved.
Say it's different parts, so later they're gonna insert in the same.
Yeah.
Make it sound was everybody together. It was just us multiply.
And you didn't end up seeing yourselves.
Oh no.
no.
Not in that
that's
one, no.
And that time there's no social media like now. So you stay there hours waiting without a cell phone to talk to or check messages, nothing. Just wait. It
Yeah.
was very stressing. But the only hockey experience we had was there. But you saw Montreal being so happy now, people celebrating in the streets in Montreal now is really, they're very happy there.
Yeah.
That's great. That's
I
good
remember
to
one
know.
time they also had won, and I remember seeing a picture in the newspaper where they were rioting kind of. The city bus was turned on its side, and
They got very passionate about it.
they get very strong
Yeah.
feelings about it.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the darker side of it for sure, isn't it?
Mm,
Yeah.
mm. Yeah.
I have to let you guys know, Eleanor says, I have a friend from Thailand who used to compete in food competitions there.
Oh,
She
Ask
says
her to send
contact
us.
her.
oh, contact Eleanor elaborate.
Are you guys, do you know Eleanor elaborates? Perhaps, Eleanor, we could pass your email on. Would that be okay?
Yes,
Sure, please.
that would be great.
That would be great.
There you go.
Yeah.
I knew
Yay.
someone would know someone.
We took a chance and it worked.
Yeah, there you go. That would be fantastic. And she also says that she does shorter videos because of the editing.
Mm.
We sometimes have to do it. I say to my plan a short video because I don't have time to do a long one.
Yeah.
Yes, because I tend to get carried away with the research.
Like,
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
yes, that's
Yeah.
right. And you want to get everything in because, like you say,
I
people are
know.
interested. And if you don't mention something to do with a certain topic, someone's going to pick it
I
up and
know,
say you
so you
forgot
don't
it.
leave anything out, and then you do so much research because you mustn't get anything incorrect because people will be down on you like a ton of
Oh,
bricks.
yeah.
I know, so they end up being like these 20-minute extravaganzas.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's something you learn to relax about it. For a while, I kept thinking too short, too long. So no, let's do what we want to do. If you get so stressed out because it's too long or too short, it becomes so stressing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
relax. An hour, especially the crates, they take an hour. It's hard to
It's hard to
try
make it go down.
food in 10 minutes. So let's talk, and it's an hour. Okay, it's an hour.
Yeah, people are sharing their stories, how like they used to come home.
You can tell them, rush, say 2 seconds,
Yeah.
short.
Yeah.
Yes. definitely. And I just want to say thank you to everyone in the chat, because people have been sharing their own experiences about receiving negative comments, or, you know, the things that people have been saying. And I won't read it all because you guys have been sharing so openly, and it's just wonderful. But thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Actually, I
Yes.
want to add something we realize as a gay couple. We think YouTube is very homophobic. I know it's a polemic topic, but it's amazing how much they don't do. For example, I have other fellow friends, they have channels too. They complain, our notifications don't go through. They don't put our videos on more to help us promote.
To make it visible.
That new tool you have about shorts, you don't have that available.
We don't have
the shorts thing. And I was checking, it's available in Canada, but for us, it's not happening. So it's difficult to be a gay couple on YouTube.
Gosh,
I wish YouTube was more welcoming, was more supportive of us, not like it is. That makes it more difficult.
It's hard to promote stuff.
Have this family.
No, I can't. That's incredible to hear.
I suspect that will change in future years, though. I really hope so. As attitudes continue to change, then I hope that will become less prevalent. Because that's awful that in 2021 this is still happening.
This friend Benjamin Cole is a singer, musician. He has amazing music videos, auto productions. He said how hard for him to post a video. They censor, they limited because there's some guys kissing, so they put as a restrict kind of video audience. So everything's so it's really complicated thing. For us, we feel the same.
Very. Especially our other channel.
Other channel. That's more difficult because it's more.
What is your other channel? Yes, tell us a little bit about that.
We have these events here called Bears in Excess. Bears is a niche inside of the gay community. So
we're bears. We have a beard. We're kind of bigger, hairy.
It's a long story, but basically that people in the 80s, they went against the standards of the gay community that have to be slim, smooth and good looking.
Right,
And so these guys start going against. So we can be ourselves. We don't have to follow the standard, let's say. So I have this thing, Instagram is very pop, 35,000 followers, have so many things there. So this channel we want to do to interview guys from the community to talk about body positivity,
acceptance.
Because many guys are very talented, many musicians, they're different people have stores, clothing lines. We want to talk to them to show, look, you have not just image, it's just there's a person
not just a photo.
Of course.
Yes.
So we talk to other guys about that. So we have these videos there. So it also requires interviewing, recording, and editing. But we have so many followers there because of that. Every time we post a video, try to promote, it's so difficult. YouTube doesn't support us, make it easy for us. Instagram has all the issues about any kind of image. If you're showing a bit of this, a bit of that, they delete the post. It's difficult. But if you see a woman, or if Justin Bieber is showing certain things, they let it go.
Yeah,
a guy,
you can't believe what you do see on YouTube and Facebook. I mean, really.
But with a guy showing his chest for YouTube or Instagram is a problem, so they delete the picture. Here, if you say whatever, we made one video for the other channel. Our guy was very outspoken about things. Said there's many
colorful
words what he's talking about. But YouTube decided to put a restrict thing on him. Or because he was talking sexual things or opinions.
Talking about this channel, Fluffies Channel. When we went to Brazil once with João, his nephew, or our nephew, we actually did a thumbnail where we were fighting over some food.
YouTube said, rejected that, saying it was a violence. No, it was fighting for Minion. You're holding a Minion. He loves Minions.
I love Minions.
So they're fighting for the Minions. So YouTube said it was a shocking violence
Oh
my goodness.
gosh.
Well, we've done a thing with dueling in Regency
yeah.
times. And I've sort of photoshopped a sword in our hands, and that went through quite
Yeah,
easily.
no problems there.
We
I
were
had
just
no
holding
idea
on
that
to
there was that much censorship.
onto the minion, and
You're
they're
holding
like,
on to and we are holding swords.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, you see so much worse videos, way more musical videos, very like wow, and that's fine. And why ours so small? We're just a small channel. Why worry about us?
yeah. So we're noticing it. For example, how many people are actually looking at our videos?
Yeah.
It's really hard to get numbers.
Well, I hope that you guys don't let that put you off, because I think what you're doing is so important, and you know that representation is really so needed, and for
Thank
other
you.
people to feel like you know they can connect with you and your guests. I think I hope that it will start to pick up more traction, and you know, because I think it is so important that people
There's
are
so
able
many
to
companies
do
but now, because it's Pride Month, they have rainbow flag in their logos. You don't see YouTube doing that, for example. You
No,
notice
that's
that. Oh,
true.
where's YouTube? There's nothing. There's like they don't talk about it. But meanwhile, the other business they see logos is amazing to see.
Yeah.
But YouTube,
nothing.
That's
No,
something you have
shocking. That
setting
really is shocking.
about that. How limited we get because of that.
Yeah, because we can't do the shorts.
You can even talk about certain things. If you want to say any, just say word gay, I guess the later logarithm gets as a for under 18 years old.
Yeah, and sometimes we can't even do live on our other YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's
or
hard.
Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, it's sad.
It's really sad, and I just don't know what can be done about it. Like, I feel like all the small YouTubers need to like get a group together and do something.
The algorithm can hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube, we're talking.
Yeah,
and
there's
then
something else. They'll pull the switch.
Yeah, they'll switch it.
Yeah, me suddenly.
Yeah. Sometimes you worry when you say to other channel, if you say anything more explicit, be careful because YouTube might freak out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's silly.
It's silly.
No,
It
adults,
is.
right? There's nothing to, irresponsible. You don't want to do anything.
Yeah, if it was like, across the board for in general, but it isn't it? As we said before, the stuff that you see and you think, oh my goodness, how did that get through?
I think you're right about the size of channel as well. Like if a channel is already a large channel and they're getting loads of viewers, it seems like YouTube will let more go with them than they will with the smaller channels.
Because they're getting advertisers.
They're getting, exactly.
Yeah.
They're getting
It's very unfair because it sounds like they don't help us grow. Because being here for almost 5 years, still 2,000 subscribers is very hard. Unless you post every day, maybe, but I feel that they don't give us too much, like the shorts now. So frustrates everybody posting shorts, and I look around, I think you can't do shorts.
And
Why?
It's allowed in Canada.
But if you send a mass email to them because they're a smaller channel, they say it might take longer because you're a small channel. You might never hear from them. So let's hope someday they're gonna decide to let us have shorts, for example.
So
and other things
shorts.
Too. Yeah, it's sad.
Weird.
I know, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
We have that sometimes. Oh, it'd be nice, but then we try research. I went on help. Everything is like Canada, available in Canada. So why?
Not for us.
Why can't we use that, for example?
Well, if anyone's got any ideas,
everyone in the chat, and tell everyone tell all your friends about this channel, and we're going to get it boosted on our own.
Yes, and if you're watching the replay, please leave a comment, a suggestion, and support the guys. That would be awesome.
Yes.
So, what is the last question, Lucy?
Oh, well, we're going to ask the Fluffies, the Fluffies channel, the last question, which we asked to all our guests before we say goodbye. If you have a question for them, now would be a great time to pop it in the chat. Guys, if you could take everything that you've learned on your YouTube journey so far from both channels and kind of boil it down into a piece of advice to offer to someone who's maybe thinking about starting a YouTube channel or someone who has a small YouTube channel, what advice could you give to someone to kind of get them started?
I think the best would be relax and enjoy the journey, because some people for a while, get so obsessed with numbers and viewers and subscribers. If you go that path, it can be interesting, but it's so stressing.
Just be
Make
yourself.
the video feels the best for you. Do the content things you like the best. Don't worry, criticism. Don't worry that you might not get many viewers. Just be yourself. I guess if you do a more relaxed way, just be yourself. That's why
you'll get followers.
You may get, but if you're not, just having fun. At least you don't not worry more. We're gonna have 10,000 for maybe never gonna have 10,000 for. We just wanna share our lives, our things, and that's it. I think it makes more enjoyable. So we record because we like, we edit because we like. If people like, fine. If it doesn't, it's more relaxed.
Exactly. Fantastic advice.
Be yourself and relax.
Yes. That was actually our New Year's resolution, to relax more about our YouTube channel, because
because after a while we go crazy for a while in the beginning. Why do so many followers? Why so many things? Actually, something we realized also for a while. Beginning made the channel think, oh, we have so many followers on other places, so that the followers and friends on other places would result in here. And they realize it doesn't. So from where you can post things on Facebook, it doesn't mean the 3,000 gonna care. Maybe 2 might care. So I had to disattach yourself from the friends. I had to do thinking here and do here for the people here. Don't worry about your friends.
Yeah, worry about the people who would follow you. Like people who are, for example, we do a lot of Hungary. So travelers to Hungary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They got more relaxing. Like, okay, let's do what you can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do what you love.
Like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, what you feel passionate about, and the other people who are into that too, they're out there. It's like you say, they'll find your channel eventually.
Yeah, some people seem to be some channels very stressing. You can see they're really trying their hard. They're trying to be so amazing, but relax. It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love that. That is such good advice.
It is. It is.
Yes.
Indeed.
And we just want to say a big thank you to you guys, because you've shared so openly on our channel. We really appreciate that. Thank you to everyone who's left such wonderful comments and support and asked great questions. We love you for that.
After.
Yeah.
Have a lovely anniversary. On the 30th of
Thank you so
June.
much for the support, for the comments for our channels. We appreciate you too. Also, thanks for doing this for the small channels, like interview other channels.
It's very important.
Important to give visibility for channels who don't have a chance technically, because it's so small compared to the other ones that you do that. So it's very, very nice. Appreciate you both a lot.
Yes. And thank you for
the... Yay!
Thank you for being such a lovely guest.
Yes.
And hopefully we can talk to you again in the future and collab in some way. That would
Definitely. Would love that. Sure. Thank you everyone for participating and looking forward for more.
Okay, well, thanks everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Take care.
Bye.